It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, November 8th, Election Day 2016. I'm Michael Groff. A very warm day across the southwest today. Some spots approaching record high temperatures. Then a gradual cooling trend takes place for the rest of the week. Maybe a pattern change coming our way as we head toward the middle portion of next week. We'll talk about all of that as we look outside this morning here at 4:30 a.m. Yes, still dark out there. And some high clouds in the valley right now. Otherwise, mostly clear skies should prevail through much of the morning. We've actually warmed up a few degrees in the last hour. 70 degrees at Sky Harbor right now. Dew point at 46, relative humidity 43%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures across south central Arizona and around the metro area this morning. Kind of a hodgepodge out there. The upper 50s in places like Maricopa, but low 70s here in the urban core. That's because we have some breezes kicking up out of the east, and that means conditions are kind of all over the place temperature-wise here in the valley. It makes for very interesting temperature gradients. A few high clouds in central Arizona this morning, but nothing of any consequence there. Watch warning map shows some frost and freeze advisories in portions of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles this morning, Kansas and Missouri, as well as North Carolina, Virginia, Delaware. And no organized areas of severe weather anywhere on the convective outlook today. Just some thunder possible in places like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. As far as our weather goes, we'll talk about it in more detail. Let's get into it. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. And the model's showing what we've been showing for quite a while now. Ridge building in here to the west, the old 588 ridge coming back, building all the way on up into central Canada. We have an area of low pressure that's retrograding, digging back toward the southwest over Texas and northeast Mexico today. And that's going to help facilitate some pretty breezy conditions this afternoon here over the state. East winds 15 to 20 miles per hour possible around here this afternoon. Could even see some gusts to 25 or 30, I would imagine. And that could kick up a few patches of blowing dust. Not widespread blowing dust, but maybe a few patches here in spots. So you're going to want to be careful heading out there this afternoon. But the air mass will be very dry. Easterly winds are downsloping winds here, and that generally means very dry conditions. Those elevated dew points and humidities that we've seen the last few days, those will be mixing out today. And high temperatures will climb into the upper 80s, low 90s in some of the warmest desert locations. And our record high here in Phoenix today, 91 degrees. I don't think we're going to make it to there. The latest GFS showing us 88. The ensembles have us in the mid to upper 80s, so we will be very close to that 90-degree threshold, though. Tonight, clear skies, mild conditions, lows mainly in the 60s. Tomorrow, some cooler air starts to intrude from the east, but otherwise, the sky will remain mostly sunny. We'll knock a few degrees off of our high temperatures, mid-80s around here. On Thursday, we see some showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms in northern Mexico and the Rio Grande area of Texas, but we will remain dry. That low pressure area will stay to our southeast. Maybe a little bit of moisture pumped into the southeast corner of the state, so a little humidity coming back there. The only thing that's going to happen here is temperatures go down just a little bit further, lower 80s on Thursday. Friday will be about 80 to maybe the low 80s. The sky mostly sunny. A few clouds in southeast Arizona and maybe an isolated shower down there. On Saturday, the same thing. A few showers possible maybe near the southeast corner of the state, but we will remain dry, mostly sunny skies. High temps about 79 to 83. Sunday, we're still dry. The low to our southeast starts to eject off to the north, and so conditions will remain very dry around here. Temperatures about 80 to 83. On Monday, we start to see a ridge of high pressure building back in over the southwest states, so high temperatures will gradually start climbing back toward the low and middle 80s. And this is a week from today, Tuesday, November the 15th, ridging here over the southwest. But we do see off to our west, there's an area of low pressure well off the Southern California and Baja coast. And that will be making some progress east as we see by Wednesday. This is the 16th of November. A trough approaching the California coast. This one is deepening pretty well. And this looks very promising to knock our temperatures down. High temps would be cooling off back to around the upper 70s to low 80s if this were to verify. And this is the end of the forecast period. Look at this. Thursday, November the 17th. Pretty deep trough here starting to dig into the southwest states. Look at that. We could see some rain If this were to verify, maybe some mountain snows, higher elevations above 8,000 feet or so. So that is certainly something to be on the lookout for. Now, again, this is 10 days out, so we don't want to get our hopes up too high, but temperatures would be knocked down. We'd probably have highs around 70 or so if this were to be right, with some rain possible. And that'd be a nice change of pace, given all the above normal temperatures we've been having for the last month or so. All right, numbers off the GFS ensemble, the highs through the period. Yes, very warm today. 87 is what the ensemble has. We could be above that. Gradually cooling the rest of the week. And by next week, maybe a bigger cool down, depending on how that storm system plays out. We certainly have plenty of time to watch that. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Be safe. Get out there and vote. Have a safe and happy election day.